I've used Airbnb plenty of times, and most experiences were fine. But after this one, I'll never stay in an Airbnb alone again. I had a weekend trip planned in a small town for some much-needed alone time. The Airbnb was a quiet, one-bedroom guest house behind the owner's main house. It looked nice enough, but something about the listing felt off. The photos had this weird fisheye lens effect, like they were trying to make the place look bigger than it was. When I arrived, the host, a man in his late 40s, greeted me in the driveway. He seemed friendly, but a little too eager. Smiling too much, talking too much. He kept saying, "I live right over there if you need anything." Inside, the place was clean but eerily quiet. As I unpacked, I noticed something strange. A door in the hallway that wasn't in the listing photos. It was locked. I figured it was a supply closet or something. Later that night, I was watching TV when I heard something. A faint thump from the other side of that locked door. Then, what sounded like breathing. Slow. Steady. I turned the volume up and tried to ignore it. At around 2 a.m., I woke up to a notification on my phone. An Airbnb message from my host. "Hey, everything okay? Noticed your light was still on." I hadn't told him I was awake. The window blinds were shut. I didn't reply. I just lay there, my heart pounding. A few minutes later, another message. "You should get some rest. Big day tomorrow." I locked my bedroom door. I barely slept. At some point, I heard faint creaking outside my room, like someone was slowly shifting their weight on the floorboards. Then the sound of something metal jingling, like keys. I held my breath. The creaking stopped right outside my bedroom door. I sat up in bed, clutching my phone. After what felt like forever, I heard slow footsteps retreating, and then the sound of the locked door in the hallway quietly clicking open. I had enough. I grabbed my bag and booked it out of there, straight to my car. As I backed out of the driveway, I glanced at the guesthouse window. The blinds were slightly open, and behind them was my host. Standing in the dark, watching me leave. I reported the listing to Airbnb, but nothing ever came of it. The listing disappeared a few days later and the host's profile was gone. But sometimes, I still wonder, if I had stayed just a little longer, what would have happened when that locked door finally opened?